What if, just what if, every single officer had to spend time as an enlisted dude? I personally would adopt the police force and also how the firefighters promote their officers. What's going on, guys? Today I wanted to talk about how we can fix the recruiting crisis that is currently going on in the military. Right? So when it comes to the recruiting crisis, guys, I need you to understand that the morale of the soldiers in the military that are currently in and those that are out has a lot to do with why guys aren't going in. Because if you think of it from this perspective, all the guys that are in, they are walking recruiting posters. They can easily go to a bar or go out in town and talk about how great the military is, and that'll influence guys wanting to come in. All the guys that are out, they are also recruiting posters because they can go out into town and talk about how good of a time they had while they were in the military. And guess what? That'll convince folks to come in. So why isn't that happening? Well, it's not happening because morale in the military is at an all-time low. Soldiers aren't happy to be soldiers. Soldiers are just there because it's a means to an end, right? They didn't have any other option, so they came in, and now they're doing the job. Why is that? Guys, I chalk it up to one thing, and that's leadership. Now, you got to understand, leadership within the military is not where it used to be. And that itself has the ability to destroy a soldier's morale. When soldiers aren't being taken care of, that can do a lot to their morals and their longevity within the military. So how do we fix that? Pretty easy, guys. We need to relook at how we select and promote officers. If I was king for a day, guys, I would completely get rid of how we appoint officers. I personally would adopt the police force and also how the firefighters promote their officers. In order to get promoted to an officer within those ranks, you literally have to do the job that the lowest guy is currently doing. So you have to be a patrolman. So you have to be just a regular firefighter and make your way up the ranks to where you have to take the lieutenant's test and then get promoted to lieutenant and then the test to get promoted to captain. There's no such thing as, hey, you go to college for 4 years, bam, you join the army and now you're a leader. The guy could literally go to college and just drink his life away, but since he's smart and is a good test taker, that automatically makes him a leader within the military's eyes. That's not correct at all. I've met lieutenants that literally went to college and just partied their entire life, and now they're in the military, and next thing you know, they're downrange leading a platoon of 30 plus dudes. That's how we currently select our officers. Not everybody that graduates college or the military academies are leaders. And I think that's something that we fail to understand. A lot of these guys, your West Pointers, your Citadel grads, your VMI guys, yeah, they go to those schools, and just because they are graduate of those schools, now once they enter the military, those communities are looking out for those guys. I've seen it play out firsthand. Hey, I went to West Point. I'm a battalion commander now. There's a brand new captain that just came in. Oh, he's a West Pointer. I'm going to take care of my boy. We went to the same school. Now I'm going to pull that dude up. Forget about all the other captains that are more qualified than that guy, right? They didn't go to West Point. Now, since this guy went to West Point, I'm going to pull out on the slum and put him in a better position. The guy that's in that better position might not be fit to lead, but he's a West Pointer. So guess what? Battalion commanders looking out for West Pointers, right? Same thing over here with a guy that's from Citadel, right? Hey, I'm a group commander. Guess what? This dude right here, he's a Citadel graduate. Fuck everybody else. I'm going to pull him out of the slum and I'm going to put him in that position. That's going on within our military, guys. And when I say shitty leadership, that's the cause of it right there. What if, just what if, every single officer had to spend time as an enlisted dude? He had to spend time as an E1, E2, and E3, and E4. And then once he gets to the rank of E5, he could then decide if he wants to stay enlisted or if he wants to become an officer. What if we did it that way? Could you imagine how different the leadership within our military would be? Now, as an officer, you have appreciation for what that private is doing because you were that private. There's a saying going around that the privates are the engine that keeps the army going, right? Well, if you don't know how to treat them, guess what? The Army's not going to go anywhere. But officers lead in the military, right? Officers are the leaders, NCOs are the doers. But if officers know exactly what NCOs and what privates were going through, then they would do a better job at leading, which would then put our military in a better state than it's at right now, right? Guys, let me know what you think of this concept. It's something that I've always thought about because, again, I see how the police academies are doing it. I see how the firefighting force is doing it. And I'm like, man, those guys are making life and death decisions every day, kind of like we do in the military when we're downrange doing work. So why haven't we adapted a similar model to where we can better vet our guys that we're putting in charge, right? Just because the guy goes to college for 4 years, again, I stand by this statement, doesn't make him a leader, all right? Guys, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below, guys. Until next time, take care of yourselves.